I can turn into a fish. Chapter 19, Preparation. Chu Xian was very excited at the man's words. Large ornamental fish were much more expensive than goldfish, and he'd been planning on trying to remold some large fish soon anyway. At first, he'd given up on the prospect after doing some thinking. Firstly, his fish form was only 70 centimeters and the largest fish he could control would only be around 60 centimeters. After remolding, these fish would become only 50 centimeters long. Secondly, top quality large fish were at least several 100,000 or even a million. A sale of several 100,000 or a million would draw a lot of attention. If people started asking questions and Chu Xian couldn't explain where he got the fish from, a lot of trouble would be headed his way. That's why Chu Xian hadn't dared to remold any larger ornamental fish. But now, things were different. The middle-aged man wanted a custom order, and this one-time deal wouldn't draw too much attention. It'd be a drive-by, one-hit kill, very hard to track. Big bro, you don't need to worry about the quality. I'm only afraid you'll think it's too expensive. Chu Xian said with a small-eyed smile. Ha ha. The middle-aged man laughed. As long as it's top quality, money isn't an issue. This is my business card. When your fish arrive, you can call me or come find me at the Golden Dragon Group. Golden Dragon Group. Chu Xian looked at the name on the card and was stunned. Golden Dragon Group was a powerful tourism company with catering, hotels, amusement parks. It was extremely famous in Haiqing City. He still remembered that when he graduated, he had a job interview at Golden Dragon Group but was sadly rejected. Jin Hua, CEO of Golden Dragon Group. When he saw the introduction on the card, Chu Xian's pupils couldn't help but shrink. If he remembered correctly, Golden Dragon Group was a family business currently run by a Jin Wei and a Jin Hua. I really had no idea you were Boss Jin from Golden Dragon Group. It's my pleasure. Chu Xian said with sparkling eyes, holding in his excitement. Ha ha. Just call me Big Bro. It makes me feel young again. Jin Hua waved his hand. Okay, Big Bro Jin, I'll bring 2 large ornamental fish to your office tomorrow, and all the goldfish will be sent to your company the day after. Chu Xian looked at Jin Hua, a little surprised at how friendly he was. Okay, the ornamental fish business is in your hands, little bro. I leave it to you. Okay. Please take care, Big Bro Jin. Chu Xian walked Jin Hua out the door. Staring at his back, he tightened his fists. The CEO of the Golden Dragon Group, worth more than 1 billion RMB, was now his client. Looking at the 100,000 RMB transferred to his account, the corners of Chu Xian's mouth lifted. Since he's so rich, I'll have to think things through carefully. Chu Xian rubbed his chin thoughtfully and a meaningful smile appeared on his face. Sorry for the inconvenience everyone, but I'm going to close my small shop for now and won't reopen for a week. All the fish were bought by the boss just now? Chu Xian said to all his customers when he walked back into the shop. Boss, congratulations. The shop was small and all the customers had heard the conversation between Jin Hua and Chu Xian, so they congratulated him accordingly. Thanks, everyone. I might reopen after a week and you're all welcome to come back then. Chu Xian nodded at them with a small smile. After the guests left, Chu Xian closed the door and directly posted to both Fast Hands and WeChat, all the fish in my shop were bought by a big boss. I'll post again when I reopen. Thanks for your time, everyone. This was big news for the people who followed him on Fast Hands, and they left one comment after another. Someone bought more than 70 fish? So rich. In his WeChat Moments and classmate chat, this news also drew attention, but when most of his classmates saw that Chu Xian's WeChat business had closed down, they all laughed at his misfortune. One of his classmates even said that pompous and pretentious people usually ended up badly, and many people agreed. Chu Xian read their comments and was speechless. What did he mean by pompous people ended up badly? All his screenshots were real. Regardless, he didn't jump in and reply. F their pretentious AES and let them say whatever they wanted. After talking with Xiao Ying for a little bit, Chu Xian took out his phone and started looking up some information on large ornamental fish. The next morning, he rode his moped back to the fish market. 90 goldfish should be enough, and I also need to get some more fish to level up. Chu Xian thought to himself when he arrived at the market. 70 centimeters long fish were about 5 kilograms, about 60 RMB for one, which cost him over 6,000 for 120. He also paid another 10,000 for 120 80 centimeters fish. After spending almost 20,000 RMB in one go, Chu Xian's heart ached a bit at how much he still needed to spend if he wanted to grow to 2 or 3 meters. After having the fish delivered to his shop, Chu Xian began to devour them. Chu Xian didn't leave the shop again until the afternoon and returned to the fish market, this time to the ornamental fish section. There were many kinds of fish, such as arowana, koi fish, flowerhorn, discus fish, parrotfish, Siamese tigerfish, stingrays, arapaima, etc., which were all relatively common. Chu Xian looked them all over and occasionally checked their prices on his phone. First, I need a fish that can live in the same aquarium as goldfish, so cold water fish only. Chu Xian looked at all the large ornamental fish. Large cold water ornamental fish are pretty rare. The mullet is okay, but it's a protected species and hard to get. The duckbill fish is also good, but they don't look good with goldfish. After wandering around for half an hour, Chu Xian stopped in front of an aquarium with a 70 to 80 centimeters long koi fish and smiled. Koi fish were a popular, high-quality ornamental fish all around the world and had the reputation of being the living gem underwater and swimming artwork. With its fit body, bright color, various patterns, and elegant movements, koi fish had high ornamental value. Chu Xian remembered that just a couple days ago on Jinliu CC, a koi fish from Lulan City was sold for 20 million RMB. This sky-high price stunned him. One fish could purchase an entire villa. If I remolded a 20 million RMB koi fish, I wouldn't be able to sell it, but a koi fish worth only several million RMB shouldn't be a problem for Jinhua. Chu Xian thought to himself and walked into the koi fish shop. There were more than 100 varieties of koi fish, and this shop had about 10 of them. Koi fish in this shop weren't very expensive. Most were only several thousand RMB, and the most expensive one didn't exceed 80,000.